Alright guys, this is Baby Doll Soaps and Things. I'm gonna do a quick video on the Sinners movie. Sinners, they say, was based off of an influential American blues musician and songwriter and guitar player by the name of Robert Leroy Johnson. Robert Leroy Johnson was born May 8th, 1911, died August 16th, 1938. He only lived 27 years, 27 years. Very young. However, he had success. He specialized in the guitar, vocals, and harmonica. If you saw the movie and saw Sammy Moore in the movie, Sammy Moore was pretty much based off of Robert Johnson, who played a harmonica, played the guitar, and also had those deep vocals. So they say there's a legend behind Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson, according to legend, was a young man who was living on a plantation in rural Mississippi. Johnson had a tremendous desire to become a great blues legend. It was in his soul. He wanted nothing else but that. Okay, one of the legends often told that Johnson was instructed to take his guitar to a crossroad near Dockery Plantation at midnight. This is what they said. There have been other claims and other sources. However, there he was met by a large being, the devil, who took the guitar and tuned it. Oh. The devil played a few songs and then returned the guitar to Johnson, giving him a mastery of the instrument. This story deal with the devil at the crossroad mirrors the legend of Faust. And that's actually a book. And if you want to know, Faust was a protagonist of a classic German legend based on the historical Johann Georg Faust. So apparently, he too made a pact with the devil, or so legend says, to become a famous composer. So in exchange for his soul, Johnson was able to create the blues for which he became famous. See, I love me some creepy, I love me some scary stories. But see, that was the devil legend, that he sold his soul, yada, 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 and became famous. But his fame was only short-lived, It was short-lived. It was a good old Delta blues, old wives' tale, that he sold his soul. And actually too, he was based out of Clarksdale, Mississippi, which is where the movie Sinners took place. Clarksdale, Mississippi. And also too, just to go to the reference, the devil reference, Sammy's father, Pastor Moore, told him, "Keep dancing with the devil, bound to follow you home." And I would say this in a lot of his songs. Robert Moore, he sung a lot of songs about being hypnotized and about the devil and sort of things like that. There was a lot of luring from African deities and that sort of thing too. Cool stuff, which is what I like to study and I like to read on. But yes, however, even though he was popular, he was short-lived. He died at age 27 and became officially a part of the 27 Club group. It's a group of musicians who have all died at the age of 27, from Jimi Hendrix to Janis Joplin to Jim Morrison to, who else? Amy Winehouse, Brian Jones of the Monkees, I believe. I did say Janis Joplin, Jean-Michel Basquiat, Kurt Cobain. They are all a part of the 27 Club, and Robert Johnson is a part of that too. Very short-lived. So yes, here you go. That's the legend behind the famous Robert Johnson and the reference of, and where probably the movie Sinners came from. All the spookyism about it. Again, this is not a spoiler. I'm not going to tell too much because I don't know if you all saw the movie and I don't want to spoil the movie. So if you have not seen Sinners, please go run your butts to the movies and go see it. Ryan Coogler is re-releasing it in IMAX. Alright folks, this is Baby Doll Soaps and Things signing off.